They're so tender. Fresh seafood has always been a big part of my life. The Gulf of Maine is the fastest warming body of water on the planet.
The lobsters are moving because it's getting hot, and their food is moving. That is rooted in climate change.
Thinking about sustainability of what I can do on the water, I was drawn to aquaculture. And a good friend of mine was like, people love scallops. Prices have historically been strong. And so if we can figure out how to grow these things, we can sell them.
I think we have to respect what is around us, and we have to replace what we have taken. We have to encourage new growth where it has stopped. We have to really work very hard to make sure that these species stay alive and well. So I was anxious to see what Andrew and his crew were doing out there in Penobscot Bay.
We will probably harvest between 20 and 30,000 scallops, and that's up from roughly 8,000 last year. We'll set these out. We use a static submerged long line. Off of that horizontal portion of the long line, we will hang different types of gear depending on the stage of growth of the scallop. So you've got this essentially like a curtain of nets in the water. When the scallops grow from fall through the winter and into the spring, where once they're large enough,
Oh, look at this. Ah,
we then take the scallops back on board the boat.
Oh my gosh, you have to be strong.
We grade them for size, and then we do our ear hanging process.
Oh, hello. I'm Martha.
So this drill drills a hole into the Bissell notch, so the hinge. We'll have a hole to then put the scallops on the dropper line.
Wow, sounds like a dentist's office.
It does. You're doing great. I think you're angling for a job, Martha.
I can work in any business, believe
Yeah.
me.
So we've got our dropper line.
They have one hole
One
in
hole
one
each.
ear.
Yep, exactly.
So look how pretty. And then they are going to be happily dropped back into the ocean, where they will stay yet another year.
Yet another year or two. Grow and grow.
They're certainly environmentally conscious of the ocean. They understand that food has to come from somewhere. And to see a group of young men trying to do something a little bit different with the fishery business in America is very encouraging. I live on Mount Desert Island in a little town right on the sea. It's sort of a refuge for me. These are the same scallops that we harvested yesterday. Let's just do all of those,
All of them?
okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, do you eat crudo?
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yes.
How many scallops do you shuck a day?
Between 400 and 500 every morning.
And what do you call this little piece?
The foot. Or the
That's-
toe, nail. I've heard different names, and none of them are terribly attractive. But
And I'm going to slice those crosswise. 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, some fresh ginger, minced shallot. Do you like a little kick?
yes.
A little bit of jalapeno, sea salt, white pepper. This is chervil, which is so beautiful, so delicate. So this is right out of my garden. Meyer lemon. So just that. So now the pretty part. These are from Arts and Ends. I just think they're so beautiful. I'm going to arrange the salted scallops right on the little scallop shell and sprinkle your chervil, a little sprig of fennel.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
So now we're going to cook some scallops.
Great.
We're just going to pan sear them very simply. Summer seared scallop salad. A little cucumber, a little peach, a little bit of my birthday grapefruits. The scallops are absolutely fresh. They should not smell like anything but the sea, right?
I'm learning so much from you, Martha.
Oh, yeah, well,
is-
I learned a lot yesterday from you, so this is my boat,
Yes.
okay?
Thank you for having me aboard.
So see, this has hardly any accumulation of flour on these. Yeah, just dust it. Beautiful. Just a simple, simple sear. Now you get it piping hot, right?
Yes. So you're going into a cold pan.
It's minutes. Don't walk away. Do not answer the doorbell. Anything that you're cooking that is timing, do not leave the stove.
Yeah.
So see, they're moving freely in the pan, which is what you want. You don't want them to stick. These are the most beautiful scallops I have ever cooked. And then I have clarified butter.
Okay.
I love that little dark ring around it.
Beautiful.
Don't they smell great?
Oh my gosh.
This makes the best salad dressing.
Yeah.
So this is right out of the garden. And black pepper. Oh, I love black pepper. Pickled red onion and the cucumber. Pretty, right? Warm scallops on a cold salad. Mm. Finely minced chives and chive flour. Okay, and then a special kind of pepper. They're called cruci. You just crumble this. There is our gorgeous scallop salad. So would you like to taste?
I would love to.
Good, right? And such a different flavor from the crudo.
Entirely. Yeah.
And I love them with the grapefruit and the peach. Pretty good for off the cuff, right?
Sure is, yeah.
You'll have to come to Maine and visit with Andrew.
Thanks for watching. For more, check out the full Hope in the Water series streaming on the PBS app or on your local PBS station. Head to the link in the description for more details.